Wilson Fisk, the man who would become the kingpin of crime, was born into a life of hardship and violence. Fisk isn't just another mob boss, he's a criminal mastermind, a political puppet master, and one of the most dangerous men in the Marvel Universe. Let's break down how he built an empire that even Spider-Man and Daredevil struggled to topple. Wilson Fisk was born into hardship and violence in New York City, growing up overweight and bullied by kids who saw him as weak. But Wilson was watching. He studied people, their weaknesses, their fears, learning early that power wasn't given, it was taken. By age 12, he committed arson in a violent bid for control, killing a man in the process. By 15, he was already organizing street gangs, earning the title Kingpin among his peers. But Fisk wasn't just another thug, he was building an empire. He stole books on political science, business, and finance, educating himself while training his body into a weapon. He studied sumo wrestling, boxing, judo, karate, kickboxing and hapkido, transforming his massive frame into pure muscle and power. Fisk started as an enforcer for Don Rigoletto, one of New York's biggest crime bosses. But Fisk had bigger ambitions. He gained Rigoletto's trust, eliminated him, and seized control of New York's entire underworld. But here's what makes Fisk different. He didn't just rule through brute force. He invested his dirty money into legitimate businesses, laundered his wealth, and built a clean public image as a philanthropist and businessman. On the surface, Wilson Fisk was a respectable figure, but behind the scenes, he was pulling every string in the city, controlling politicians, law enforcement, and corporations. Despite his ruthless nature, Fisk truly loved his wife, Vanessa, and they had a son, Richard Fisk. But Richard hated the empire his father built and tried to destroy it, only to become a criminal himself. In a tragic twist, Vanessa killed Richard to protect Wilson's legacy. At first, Spider-Man was just an annoyance, disrupting his operations. But Fisk's greatest rival became Daredevil. In the legendary Daredevil, Born Again storyline, Fisk ruined Matt Murdock's life, exposing his secret identity, getting him disbarred, and destroying his finances. But Daredevil didn't break, and for the first time, Fisk lost. But Wilson Fisk always comes back. He's been defeated, exiled, and betrayed, but he rebuilds his power every time. In recent storylines, he even became the mayor of New York, using the law itself against heroes like Daredevil. His strength, intellect, and resilience make him one of Marvel's most terrifying villains, a man who doesn't need superpowers to rule the world. And that's why Wilson Fisk will always be the Kingpin. Thank you for watching. See you next time.